Studio with me is Summer Sharplin. Summer's been a busy little bee. Now, you remember a few weeks ago we did a program about Summer's life and her up and coming career and her hobbies, and then we can't keep up with her. She's done been out and done some more stuff. We should have that kind of energy, I'm telling you. If Summer, why don't you? Well, let's show our magazines.
Okay.
Summer's been featured in these magazines. Now,
This one, whoop. Okay. This one was at the Hard Rock in Memphis back last June.
isn't that
I
neat?
sang there.
Mm-hmm.
And then this other
You
one.
take such a good picture.
Well,
too.
thank you.
Oh, love it.
Thank you. And this one was at the Hard Rock again, I think. Yeah. And this was 2011, so 2 years ago. And I had a little section right there that they did. So.
Well, there's a write-up in this one that even tells where you're going to school, doesn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that kind of knows your folks. No, we're like that too. We'll say we're inquisitive. Yes, we
Yes.
are. We just kind of like to know what's going on around us.
Yeah.
And while we weren't looking, Summer sneaked off and she won this Female Vocalist of the Year in Mississippi. You want to show that one?
Okay.
Now, isn't this something? Now, I'm telling you. And this was in 2012. Where'd you have to go to do that?
Well, I'm in the Mississippi Association thing,
Uh-huh.
and the president over the association, he went through and he chose who he thought deserved, like for female vocalist or for group of the year.
Uh-huh.
He went through and like listened to our music and met with us, and then he decided on who should be presented each award for that year.
Yeah, I heard you were in Who's Who over at the college, too.
Yes, for my grades.
I'm telling you. She's a busy little bee, I promise you. Then, now, where did you go to try out for this new award? This is getting over my head, child.
In March during spring break, my family and we went to Pigeon Forge, and I went, since I won female vocalist in my state of Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
I went to compete against other female vocalists and other people from the United States. There were people from California, everywhere, and then I found out after the competition was over that people from Canada and New Zealand. So it was more
man.
internationally instead of just our country that we lived in.
Were you not
So
scared to death?
I was nervous.
I'd had a heart attack. I'm telling you.
It was fun.
But it's amazing. You went all the way to Pigeon Forge.
Yes, ma'am. I'd never been there, and I thought we were never going to get there. So
Oh.
it took forever.
That's mountains, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my.
But
Oh.
it was really pretty, though. I enjoyed it.
Were there a lot of girls? Or was it guys, too? I guess it was.
For one category I was in, it was girls and guys, and the
Uh-huh.
other category was girls. And there was a lot of people there. It went for a
Oh.
whole week. So
I'm telling you, way to go, Summer. That's
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank
Show your trophies.
you.
I love
okay.
these trophies they make now. Those will last forever.
This one is the female vocalist, and I won it in the category of 17 to 20-year-olds for traditional gospel. And then this one, I won in my age group, 17 to 20, for the overall entertainer of the year for traditional gospel.
I tell you, Summer does a lot of singing. Now, you've seen her, on the Jeter Family program. She sang at a ball game, sang the national anthem.
Mm-hmm.
Who was playing?
And I sang at the Memphis Redbirds
I was
game.
thinking. She sings at churches. She sings for benefits. She sings. If they sing, she's part of it. That's the way it is. And this was written up in the Boonville paper. And it's got a lot in it. It's got her picture and tells that she has ties to Boonville. And I said, ties? I said, man, you're anchored real good in Ripley. You ain't tied to Boonville. She is a Ripley native. But this is a very good write-up. It tells that her grandmother is Thelma Rutherford, and her mother is Tammy, and her dad Tony Sharplin, And I tell you, she has, it kind of gives some of her experience. It tells, let's see, she's had many opportunities of singing at the Memphis Redbirds game, Hard Rock in Memphis, and Nashville, and at the CMA Fest in Nashville. I don't even know what that is. You're way over my head, child. I'm telling you, she is a going and going, I tell you.
Thanks.
She's always doing something. She's got more energy, I'm telling you. Doing great, very talented young lady. How'd you hear about this through were you already connected with these people?
Well, with the president of the Mississippi Association, he said that I should compete. He had ties with this. Like each president of the state, of every state, will have information about what's going on. And he told me, he said, I need to go. He really wanted me to go compete. And I haven't done a competition in forever. And it was usually like at a fair competition or something. So I was kind of worried and scared, but I said, okay, I'll do it. So I went up there.
You are a brave lady, I'm telling you.
And I was glad I did it.
All those strangers out there. Oh, my goodness. Well, did they pick your songs for you, or what did you do?
What I had to do is I had to sing 2 songs for each category. And so I just picked what I liked mainly. So I knew I'd be comfortable with them. And so I just went up there and did it. And I didn't know who was in my category because they had us all mixed up. Like the girl in front of me, she sang like in the country category. And then I was in traditional gospel. And then the girl after me was in bluegrass. So you really never knew who was in your category because I didn't have it specifically grouped off. So I thought that was interesting. But then it didn't get me as nervous and anxious because I wasn't watching each person, with my category up there. And
I tell you, this contest is difficult, isn't it?
It is.
It's kind of like the fairest to the fair, everybody's beautiful. Well, I don't want to judge it. I mean, I imagine all these people are very talented.
They are.
They
all have their specific kind of voice. And, you think, she's good, but she's good too, and you just have to, I wouldn't want to judge it. It'd be hard.
That's the truth. Do you have, now, you've become very experienced at this. Have you any advice for a young girl that's starting out just wants to sing? Where would you start?
Where would I start? Well, I've started teaching a young girl, Madeline Miller from Faulkner, and I told her, when you start out singing, don't think when I get out there, it's got to be perfect, because you're not going to be perfect. It takes time to it took me years to figure out my confidence and to figure out you have to practice. So you have to be confident when you get up there. And if you mess up, it's okay. Life's going to go on. And some people half the time don't even know you're messing up. So, but just be confident and practice. And I always tell her, if you're going to sing these songs, make sure you love to sing these songs. Don't go... if I tell her, if you don't like this song, then we'll change it, because you got to be comfortable with what you're singing. So.
You're so right. I know on the Jeter Family program, we tell these guests, if you goof up, just keep going. Every time they'll stop and say, oh, I'm sorry, I messed that up.
And I used to do that, but now I'm like, whatever, and I just go on because it's okay.
It runs it for the audience when you stop and... maybe something doesn't sound just right here, but what you hear in the studio is not what goes out.
Yeah.
And we had an experience with a fellow that was singing, and he just stopped and he went, well, that music was going out over the air, but it wasn't coming over the speaker in here.
Oh, okay.
And he just stopped singing. I mean, it just ruined it for the audience. Sometimes you just have to wing it. Just
I've done that several times. Just wing it and go on.
Just make it do. Make it do. Well, that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
You just have to, and that's awful to say, but sometimes you just I've seen tape change the words. I've They change words, and he'll do one verse, and the next verse, then he might do the first verse.
But some people, they won't know the difference, especially if they don't know the song. I mean.
And they'd rather hear you singing if it's wrong than apologizing and talking. That's one thing. When you go listen to somebody sing, you want to hear them sing. Like this program, they know I'm going to run my mouth. That's what they tune in for. They want to hear you talk. But when you listen to a music program or you go to a contest, or they're there to hear you sing.
Yes.
And we encourage our people not to talk. And don't break the music up. Stop. Once you stop and apologize, you stand and go,
It's too late. You have to wait for the song to be over or for the chorus or whatever to come back.
I mean, it's just over. The people just, I get up and go get me a
They'll
glass
lose
of tea.
attention to it.
You do. You do. I say, well, while they messing around, I'll go get me some coffee or something. You're right. You are right. Well, how old is this little girl?
Madeline, I think 12. She will be going into the 7th grade. So.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
That is wonderful. Well, you might turn out to be a nurse and a song teacher, and I don't tell what you might do. Some.
I don't really know.
We'll have to go on a run, try to keep up with her. That's what we'll do. We got this thing around here. We like to know what's going on around us. Yes, absolutely. But we're having time trying to stay up with you. You're collecting trophies like I collect shoes.
I love shoes too, though.
That is wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations. I think this is great.
Thank you.
It's not something that everybody does. It's something extra. That is wonderful.
Thank you.
So proud of you. And you're representing Ripley and Tippah County, and we are so proud of you.
Thank you.
City Medical Supply has your home health equipment and supplies. If we don't have it, we will get it. Located at 1703 City Avenue North, we are HQAA accredited and accept Medicare, Medicaid, and most private insurances. We are here for you. At Sism's Electrical and Plumbing, we do residential, commercial, and industrial. There's no job too big or too small, and we provide 24-hour emergency service. Contact us at 662-993-8965 or 662-587-2968. That's Sism.
When you finally make your entrance to that city of jasper walls and bright golden avenues, as you behold all its beauty and its splendor, remember there's just one request I make of you. Look for me, for I will be there too. I realize when you arrive, there'll be so much to view. After you've been there 10,000 years, a million, maybe two. Look for me, for I will be there too. As you go down your list of first, there's no question You'll want to see your loved ones waiting there for you. And when you feel you've shared your story with the last ones that want to hear you tell just how you made it through, look for me. I'd like to be there too. I realize when you arrive, there'll be so much to view. After you've been there 10,000 years, a million, maybe two, look for me, for I will be there too. Look for me, for I will be there too. 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 I will be there too.
Summer, you are fantastic.
Thank you.
Honey, I'm telling you, that was just a sample. Summer is a regular guest on the Jeter Family Program. She's seen at local churches and benefits and ball games and wherever they sing, you see Summer. That's how it is. You're going to be singing at what are you going to be singing at?
I'll be singing at Relay for Life on June 14th at 8 p.m. So,
Tell us what a Relay for Life is.
they have it for the cancer survivors and I guess people that are still battling cancer. So, and they have the walk where
Oh, that's
people-
neat.
I think they walk around. I may be wrong, but I think they walk around the square. They used to have it at the Ripley track, but now they've moved it to the square. So I think they walk around the square.
Oh, I
They
think
do
that's
that
neat.
for the survivors, and they do it. And loved ones also come down for the people that are still battling cancer, and they're not able to walk, so they come and they'll walk for them. And
Well, now
so-
when they do this Relay for Life, they're raising funds for research, or what
Yeah.
are they doing?
I guess it's for research. I really should have researched into Relay for
Well,
Life, but
and
yeah.
And you're going to sing.
Yes, ma'am, at 8 p.m. And the little girl, Madeline, she's going to sing at 7:15.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? You already got her booked up. Oh, yeah.
So
you'll
she'll be
have to-
singing 2 songs. So
Uh-huh.
she's nervous, but I told her she'll be fine. So
Well, I think it's fantastic. Fantastic. And you've got these fancy titles. Now you're the female vocalist and the entertainer of the year, and that's not all. I have to read them, keep up with you. Female vocalist of 2013. Well, you was the female vocalist of 2012. Boy, I'm telling you, she's a going and going. This one's traditional gospel. What is that one?
this
It's
was traditional. This was for the state of Mississippi, and these 2 are internationally. So
Oh, well, that is just neat. Yeah, North America, NACM.
they call it
Yeah.
NACMA. So
I just think that's the neatest thing. I
Thank
really
you.
do. And she's born here in Tippah County and raised here, and you're not tied here, hon. You're just rooted down real good.
thank you.
we ain't giving nobody else claim to our folks. We're just real proud of you, Summer.
Well, thank you.
We
Thank
really
you for
are.
having me.
Oh, glad you came. Glad you came. I think our time's about run out, but I tell you, I can't tell you how proud we are of you. You represent Tippah County everywhere you go.
Thank you.
But I think our time's run out. We've enjoyed this hour together. Don't forget the Jeter Family Program Saturday night at 7 o'clock. I do hope you'll tune us in again next Monday at 7 for Daryl's Little Corner. May God bless. Yes,
Bye.
probably. I'm trying to get this. Oh, Summer, you are fantastic. That was just a little sample. She's Summer is we got echo.
All right, start over again.
Okay. Summer, you are fantastic.
Thank you.
Honey, I'm telling you, that was just a sample. Summer is a regular guest on the Jeter Family Program. She's seen at local churches and benefits and ball games and wherever they sing, you see Summer. That's how it is. You're going to be singing at what are you going to be singing at?
I'll be singing at Relay for Life on June 14th at 8 p.m. So,
Tell us what a Relay for Life is.
they have it for the cancer survivors and I guess people that are still battling cancer. So, and they have the walk where
Oh, that's neat.
I think they walk around. I may be wrong, but I think they walk around the square. They used to have it at the Ripley track, but now they've moved it to the square. So I think they walk around the square.
Oh, I
They
think
do
that's
that
neat.
for the survivors, and they do it. And loved ones also come down for the people that are still battling cancer, and they're not able to walk, so they come and they'll walk for them. And
Well, now
so-
when they do this Relay for Life, they're raising funds for research, or what
Yeah.
are they doing?
I guess it's for research. I really should have researched into Relay for
Well,
Life, but
and
yeah.
And you're going to sing.
Yes, ma'am, at 8 p.m. And the little girl, Madeline, she's going to sing at 7:15.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? You already got her booked up. Oh, yeah.
So
you'll
she'll be
have to-
singing 2 songs. So
Uh-huh.
she's nervous, but I told her she'll be fine. So
Well, I think it's fantastic. Fantastic. And you've got these fancy titles. Now you're the female vocalist and the
entertainer.
entertainer of the year, and that's not all. I have to read them, keep up with you. Female vocalist of 2013. Well, you was the female vocalist of 2012. Boy, I'm telling you, she's a going and going. This one's traditional gospel. What is that one?
This
It's
was traditional. This
Uh-huh.
was for the state of Mississippi, and these 2 are internationally. So
Oh, well, that is just neat. Yeah, North America, NACM.
they call it
Yeah.
NACMA. So
I just think that's the neatest thing at all. I
Thank
really
you.
do. And she's born here in Tippah County and raised here, and you're not tied here, hon. You're just rooted down real good.
thank you.
we ain't giving nobody else claim to our folks. We're just real proud of you, Summer.
Well, thank
We
you. Thank
really
you for
are.
having me.
Oh, glad you came. Glad you came. I think our time's about run out, but I can't tell you how proud we are of you. You represent Tippah County everywhere you go.
Thank you.
But I think our time's run out.